looks like we got a little issue. I figure I'll let you guys in on it. I don't know if it's a big issue, but due to my experience working in machine shops and, you know, threaded pipes and threaded barrels and stuff like that, this isn't normal. I'm going to show you what's going on. I got off the phone with Mossberg. I'll tell you what they told me after I show you what I think's wrong here. Alright, here's the deal. See what I got here. I'm going to take out the extended tube. Let's make sure everything's good. Okay. Dry fire. I'm going to put it in the vise. Okay. Now, I know not a good camera angle, but put it in the vise. I'm going to take this off here. Let me see if I can get a better angle with it. Hear my boots? Sound like they fucking fart when you walk. Okay. Now, here's what I noticed. Because I'm a noticer. Remember, when you take this off, you want to use a piece of rubber. This is an old Glock mouse pad. It was all fucked up, so I'll use it for taking apart my guns. Put a piece of rubber on there, which I learned from Red Jacket. That's why I love that show. Let me tell you something about Red Jacket, Sons of Guns. Top Shot's great. I love watching people shoot guns. Lee Ermey, when he had that gunny show, come on, man. It was okay. He gave you a brief definition of what rifle he was shooting, and that was the end of it. Okay? But, and it was a good show, but it held my attention for maybe 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. He just gave me a little history on the rifle. He shot it, and nothing against him. It was okay. But where else Red Jacket, where it takes you behind the scenes and watches and lets you in on how these guys fabricate and repair firearms. That's the edge Red Jacket has over all the other channels. Whether it's scripted or not. Who gives a fuck if it's scripted? When they're working on their guns, that ain't fucking scripted. They show you how they take them apart. You can see what tools they're using. It's great. It's a great gun show. You need to support it. Okay? That's what you guys, some of you guys are forgetting about that part of the show, that you don't see that in any other gun shows. You don't see that shit. Okay. Put my rubber on there. Channel locks, so I don't screw anything up, break the bond, which I did. Okay, now when I unscrew this, when it unscrews, it don't spin straight. It kind of, as it's coming out, it does this. That tells me the threads ain't straight. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. I really don't think you're going to be able to, but I don't know. Let me show you. Alright, I don't know how I can show you this without screwing things up. Just turn it. Okay, see it? Watch. That's fine. That's fine. It's moving all over the place. It's going, watch, as I'm turning, it's going to the left, to the left, to the left. And you gotta watch the springs in here. This will fly off of here. They're loose threads, which that ain't a big deal because once it's tight, it's good. But as I'm screwing, it's going to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. The tube's swinging back and forth. That tells me the threads are crooked. Okay? So I don't want to take it all. We're going to do a full disassembly on this. Don't get me wrong. Because you know I like that stuff. And, but by the time I have it screwed on, you see how it's, I don't know if you can see it. See how I'm turning, see how it came up here? Then it goes over here, and then it goes over here as you're screwing it. There's the threads, either the female threads in the tube are crooked, or the male threads on the shotgun are crooked. So what they're going to do is, I called Mossberg. I was pretty pissed. I said, you know, I spent a lot of money on your shotgun. You know, I was going to get the one for $500, but I got the one for $650 because it was a lot nicer. Okay. And it's on. Now you can see when it's, sorry, I'm drifting off what I was saying. Once it's on, it's straight. And it is straight, and I checked it for squareness. But it just bothers me that it unscrews that way. It tells me something's crooked. Now if I could take the gun off out of the vise, and you can see it. Alright. Now if you look at this gap, a way to tell that it is perfectly straight, because it is, if you look at this gap from the end of the nut out, looks like about a 1/4 inch, and it stays consistent all the way to the end. So that tells me it's level that way. Okay, now when I look at it this way, let's flip it around this way. The loading tube is pretty much directly under the barrel. It might look like it's, this side looks like it's to the right a little bit, don't it? Just a little. So that's my issue with this right now. Now I'm going to tell you, I called Mossberg and I thought they were going to give me a hard time. So I was all huffy, you know, before the guy even started talking to me. He's like, calm down, calm down. He goes, tell me their problem first and let's see if we can work it out. And I told him, I said, look dude, I got your friggin' $700 shotgun by the time I got done paying for it. And as you unscrew the takedown nut, which is the extended loading tube, it unscrews and it moves left to right as you're unscrewing it. That tells me your threads are not straight. Then he said to me, well, believe it or not, that extended tube is not made here. That's made somewhere else. We get them and then we just put them on. Well, I said, well, the person that makes them somewhere else is on crack or whatever, because the threads ain't straight. So I didn't think they were going to help me. I thought they were going to say, well, send the part in, we'll examine it, and then if we think it's bad, we'll send you another one. So before he even said that, I said to him, before you even tell me, send the part in and you'll see if it's defective, I'm going to interrupt you, or I'm going to stop you right there. I said, because that ain't right. I said, first of all, I'm not sending the part in to you. I said, you're going to send me the part, and then I will send you the defective part, because I'm not going to have a disabled shotgun while you're sending me the part. I said, you're not leaving me defenseless. That's what I said. What you guys know, I have a lot of other firearms. I'm really not defenseless. But what if I only had just this gun? That's how I look at it. What if I just had this gun, and it was the only gun I had, and I had to wait for them to send the part, and during that time, because of my luck, I would need it. So since I said that, he said, I'm going to stop you right there, Mr. Canella. I'm going to send you the buffer tube. I'm going to send you the extended magazine tube, and I'm going to send you the male tube that it screws onto, just in case those threads are crooked also. So they treated me really, really good. I just want to tell you guys that we'll see. I mean, it ain't here yet. I said, well, when will I get it? He goes, I'm going to FedEx it next day. So it should be here Tuesday. Well, the holiday's here, so, you know, the mailman's off again. So it fucks everything up. So I'm thinking latest Wednesday, and when it's here, I'm going to do a follow-up video putting it on, and we're going to see if that's nice and straight. Alright? So I just wanted to show you my little issue I have. It's not a huge deal, but look, man, this is a $700 shotgun, and that's a lot of money for a shotgun. A lot of money for a shotgun. So, I mean, when I was in the market for a shotgun, I wasn't planning on spending over $450. You know what I'm saying? Or $5 tops. I didn't want to spend $7. So since I spent 7, this thing should be like perfecto. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. I'm just giving you a heads up what's going on with the 930, and I will do a follow-up when the parts get here. We'll put them on together, okay? We'll put the parts on together. That's it. Just a quickie. Have a fun Saturday night. See you guys soon.